Maybe it's time we change the narrative that men are trash. Because if you walked past a stinking dumpster, would you be angry at the trash for being trash or at whoever put it there?
There on Mawu, the lone wolf defends his entire species.
Hold on, did you just low-key call us dogs?
The lone wolf defends his species in a guide for broken boys.
Say, broken boy. A woman will make you wait. She will wait even though she had made her mind centuries before you walked in her door.
A Guide for Broken Boys is a controversial collection of poems by Mwelwa Onkos, which, on first listen, would strike you as an attack on all the girls who've hurt innocent boys, turning them into the monsters they would later cry about. Personally, I think it just sounds like a guy processing heartbreak through movie metaphors. I mean, we've all done worse after a breakup.
True, until you notice what the metaphor actually says. He tells himself and other broken boys that she isn't someone who changed her mind about. She's a director who decided your ending before you even auditioned. That's a different claim.
You thought you were the star in her movie, right? But you're merely a stunt double, a heart experiment gone wrong. Never think you're that fly, boy. You're just that seventh guy, boy.
Or he just feels disposable. I mean, being replaced hurts.
It does, but listen carefully. He never asks, what did I do to be cast out and replaced? Only, she already wrote me this way. If you ask me, that's victimhood in disguise.
Hey, bestie. Yeah, it's me. Ugh. I've just gotten rid of Mwelwa. Yeah, Mwelwa. He's just like every other guy.
He's just like every other guy.
Exactly. His conclusion isn't, I failed. It's, I never had a chance. There's a difference.
Okay, fine. Final verdict.
Good writing, questionable accountability.
It's been about 4 years since A Guide for Broken Boys was released, and I will not defend it because art is subjective. What I will say though is that men, or rather boys in this context, are people. They have fears, they hurt, they feel, they struggle with confidence, self-esteem, and not merely existing to provide whatever you need. Boys are people.
Alright, seatbelt on. This one's the one where things get messy.
Let us be toxic. As Chernobyl in the 90s, let us glow neon green because we are alpha, gamma, radiating from the testosterone we store in our nutsack.
Okay, pause. Chernobyl, neon green, gamma radiation. Mwelwa's ability to play with imagery is amazing. This brother can write.
Yeah, nobody's questioning the pain. I'm questioning what the pain is writing. Because notice, he doesn't say, this is what toxic masculinity looks like. He says, let us be toxic. That's an invitation.
Open, let us break every heart in our paths into a billion shards with soulless eyes resembling death and Jack the Ripper. Body count like Vladimir Dracula.
I've always taken it as him speaking in character, trying to show his audience the cycle of pain and anger that is relayed when good boys get hurt. Like, this isn't him speaking, it's the broken boy.
That's exactly what I wanted to believe. Then, he keeps going.
Watch and chuckle as we set fire to the fine figures of every fake feminist. Let us watch their spells, lies, and incantations escape their mouths like hot smoke. Poof. Oh, in the old days, I now get why they burned witches. If we are dogs, then they are... Yup, that's the magic of equality.
Yeah, I got nothing.
This is where the poem loses me. He hears criticism from feminists and responds with, now I get why they burn witches.
If we are dogs, then they are...
For me, that's where I stopped giving him the benefit of doubt. That's taking centuries of violence against women and turning it into a punchline because your feelings got hurt. Great metaphor, terrible argument.
I think A Guide for Broken Boys is perfect in its imperfection. Some errors were deliberately left in the project. We deliberately left them there. Like, for example, Revenge of the Nice Guys, you can hear a dog barking non-stop in the background, and that was the neighbor's dog. We couldn't stop it from barking. But in the frustration we heard, and we realized that it matched the atmosphere of what we're trying to do with the poem. Sort of like I start reciting it as a boy, and I slowly transform into a beast.
Okay, I can't defend that part, but art is messy sometimes.
Church girl, you are a prisoner of your own skin.
In the last piece of the collection, we see the broken boy transform into the villain he was forced to become. If you want a more noble vendetta, here Onkos calls out purity culture. The same girls who may or may not be innocent of turning good boys into monsters judge guys like him publicly but want him privately. That's a real double standard.
I actually agree. That's a conversation worth having.
Mwelwa finally beats the allegations.
This is not an attack. This is a defense. They say defense is the best.
Notice what he's doing. He's trying to reframe everything. This wasn't an attack, it was self-defense, and whether you buy it is up to you.
I am called to be the best man I can be. Tell her to read word and scripture with me. But like Saul, I Romans 7 it all.
There, that's the point I've been waiting for. The problem has always been me. Same writer, same skill, completely different direction. Instead of blaming women, he interrogates himself.
Which proves he always knew how to do that.
Exactly. That's why part 2 feels like a choice and not a mistake.
So, guilty or not guilty?
That I loved about the creation of A Guide for Broken Boys is that listen to A Guide for Broken Boys, it's gritty, dark, but the contrast to that was that in the studio we had so much fun, which is usually the environment that I love to work around in. When it comes to the cover design, I am very proud of it, because when it comes to the visuals of a project, to me, I think are just as important as the poem itself. Guide for Broken Boys has some of the most layered or number of secrets on the cover, and I'll put it out as a challenge. If anyone can figure out about 7 of those 9 elements on the cover art, I will take them out on a day with me to watch a movie and have lunch.
Guilty of being talented enough to make a weak argument sound convincing, and then immediately proving on the very next track he was capable of writing something honest.
So, your official advice?
Keep track too.
Listen to A Guide for Broken Boys through the link in the caption and tell us what you think.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Honest thou shalt not be.